And so after getting the truck back, I get a load, that's like 46,000 pounds. And, I'm rolling through Illinois, and as I get to the Illinois Wisconsin, state line, you know, the truck is not acting right. It's got a vibrational, not necessarily a vibration, but the it's like a stutter. The truck ain't acting right. So I pulled into the rest area after crossing over into Wisconsin, and as soon as I get into a parking spot, I see white smoke everywhere. And so I immediately shut the truck off. And, I'm checking, my gauges, everything seemed normal, when I pulled in there, but the white smoke just spooked the crap out of me. So, I ended up getting towed again. But now I done had this truck in 5 shops, and everybody have said the same thing. But guess what? My motor is hydro locked. So once the tow truck come and hook up to it, I have it towed to JX Peterbilt there in Zion, Illinois, right there at the Wisconsin Illinois line, and they was like, okay, it'll be 4 days before we can get it in, get it checked out, and I was like, okay, cool, so I booked me a flight, went home, I knew it was gonna take a minute, and so hopefully, in my mind, I'm thinking hopefully they can figure out what's wrong with it, because clearly something is wrong with it, big time, because the engine is hydro locked. It won't even start. It was just a thump when you turn the key. It wouldn't say anything. So we got it to the shop. They're running tests. They took the head off and figured out had a blow head gasket. Also 1 and 2 packs had to be replaced. The counterbores were not done like they said they were, and they had to counterboard, and of course, like I said, they sent the head off to get resurfaced, and warranty covered all of this. Warranty covered all of it. They had bolts that were not the correct length in places that were not supposed to be. Bolts were bent. Bolts were in places that were too short. The list goes on. Of all the things that JX found, with my engine. And mind you, I spent over $33,000, almost $34,000, and all of these things are wrong with it. And I will get my paperwork and post, the paperwork, what they said they found wrong with it, to back up what I'm saying. But you expect, after spending almost $34,000, that you would have got what you paid for. And finally, somebody that knew what they were doing, got my truck, looked it over, found major issues with the truck, and after 7 months of having a rebuild, I'm back in the shop. It's ridiculous. And I have had nothing but headaches, one after another, since I had my engine overhauled at this cat dealer out there in North Carolina. But they don't work on highway trucks anymore. And my thing is, I wouldn't dare take my truck to them, and I wouldn't dare recommend them, if they still worked on highway trucks, because of the issues that I had. And it's ridiculous that, out of all the time that I spent off, because I was down, for a month, even with the truck being at JX, because they had the, of course, wait 4 days before they even got me in the shop. And then they had to send the head off. When they got the head off, and, they had to wait until the head come back, and that was going to take a couple of weeks. And, they got the core packs, not the core packs, they got the packs in there, in 1 and 2, after counterboring it, getting all the measurements where they were supposed to be, and, I got my truck back. I haven't had any issues since. So, obviously something was wrong, and no one could find the issue. So the overall issue with my truck was the counterbores. The counterbores were not done correctly, or not done at all, when my truck left the cat dealer in North Carolina. That caused the issues. That caused the issue for the overheating. That caused the issue for the blown head gasket, the hydrolock, all because the block was not counterbored. So if you ever get your engine overhauled, make sure you get the counterbores done, and they're done correctly and within cat specs.